Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. My name's Jamie Wozni. I am a light activation guide and mentor, and I help got a smudge on my screen. I help other healers, sensitive souls, divine humans who are ready to feel seen and heard and shine and be their authentic truth and share their magnificent light and gifts with the world. So, if that sounds like you, thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to keep it super short and sweet. If you experience anxiety, that's something that I had experienced a lot of as well. And there's obviously, as I put in the description, many causes and many solutions, but this is one thing that I have recently discovered that has served me greatly. So, one of the reasons we can be experiencing anxiety is because we are projecting our mind into the future. So, if we don't feel safe in the now, or our body doesn't realize that we're in the now, in the present, our mind, to feel some semblance of control, will project an image onto the future, right? Of like something scary, some worry, some catastrophe, or just maybe images of how we think the day is going to go. But interestingly enough, we're not actually present in our body. We're watching this screen of mental images that are playing, playing, playing. And instead of noticing them and being aware of them, of like, whoa, I am believing pictures in my mind that are showing me potential future situations, we collapse in on it and then we feel that experience in our body. So, my point with this situation is that when we are experiencing that type of anxiety because we're in the future, we're not here, um, we are not in the present. And so our body does not feel safe because it's just constantly like, this perceived threat. So our body can come back into, there's many ways, but one of the ways is our body can come back into a sense of safety when it remembers, I am present, I am here now. I'm not the images that are being projected in my brain, even though it looks like that, because that's how I've experienced my entire life. But I'm right here in this present with just whatever's happening here. It pulls you out of that into this, the amygdala, right? The part of our brain that is puts us in fight or flight, anxiety, thinking about the sympathetic nervous system, thinking about the future, has a chance to calm down because you're showing it, hey, I'm in this moment. I'm not 7. I'm not 28. I'm not 30. Back when blah, 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 blah happened, I'm here. And then it engages the prefrontal cortex. I think I'm saying that correctly. The front lobe of the brain that has higher reasoning, where you can start to think, not this just primal, we've got to keep this child out of harm's way. Okay. So here's the simple tool. You're feeling really anxious. And I know this feeling. I took myself out of this state last night when I looked at all my emails and went, and went, okay, let's do this. So it's called orienting. And all you're going to do is look around the room and really see things. You'll be amazed at the fact that you are not actually seeing things. Like really see things. Like what use textures, use sensations. So black keys on my laptop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I count them. There's squares, there's rectangles. Now don't just do it with black keys on my laptop. Just do it. Can you really notice it? Oh, interesting. Can I notice the shapes? Can I notice the textures? Can I notice the curves, the colors, the temperature? This little green light that's on in my charger, and just look around the room. What am I hearing? I'm hearing the hum of the neighbor's air conditioner. I'm hearing my dog's paw on the carpet. I'm hearing the sound of my hands that just moved. So I used to hear stuff like this and I'm like, this is so stupid. This is so silly. How is literally looking around the room going to move me out of anxiety? But again, like I explained before, it's going to move you from this part of your brain that's just spinning in safety. And we're just spewing We're not present. We're spewing pictures of the future. We're believing in them. The brain's going alert, 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 keep her safe, adrenaline, adrenaline. And so by you coming back into the present moment, it really is a healer by you feeling and being aware that you're here, even like touching your hands, those textures. What is, okay, my body feels warm, but actually, interestingly, the top of my skin feels cool. Huh. And what is the texture of my, like really engaging your brain with it? Like this is soft and there's stripes. You can say, oh, this thing is probably 12 inches, or, feeling the textures of things, hearing, seeing. You can use all of your senses. And so when I was experiencing this, I was leaving the house. And as I left the house, I did that. I would look at a sign and I would say the words of the sign or the color of the sign. So see, and you might not go from like, oh my God, I'm totally at peace. I have no anxiety. But this is a very patient, gentle practice over time. When you notice you're triggered and you have left the building and you're caught up in dysregulation in some way, right? Um, can I allow myself when I'm feeling anxious to really be present and say out loud? Because sometimes our head will even just be like noticing things, but you can engage it with saying it out loud. Pink tassel, so it looks a little bit beat up. And I got this pillow, and when I was in Mexico, and notice your body will start to relax. It'll start to sigh. You'll feel a little bit better and a little bit better because you're coming here. You're literally over and over and over again. So if you can just practice a few times a day, letting your body know we are in on Monday, September 26th. And yes, we still have challenges in our life. We still have things we have to do, but we can engage the part of the brain that has higher reasoning that can start to say, okay, what is it that we need to do? Or okay, maybe I had this fight with this person, but it's not the end of the world, where our brain's telling us, oh my God, I'm going to be abandoned. It is the end of the world because it's living when we're 3 years old or whatever it might be doing. Okay. So good luck with this orienting present moment practice. Let me know how it is for you. If you enjoyed this, you might appreciate some of my services on my page. It's jamiewosny.com/services. I have numerous courses, ways to work with me privately, one-on-one, that would serve you. But I personally grew up experiencing a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks, and have found tools and healings to overcome these states. Do I still experience anxiety? Yes. But is it chronic? No. And so I think we as humans have those states and experience those states. But that's another thing that I've learned is to expand the nervous system to be okay with feelings coming through as well. So if I can support you at all, and this work is resonant with you, head over to jamiewosny.com/services, and see what strikes your fancy over there. So thank you for joining me. I'm here every Monday, most every Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific. And thank you to those of you that joined live and those of you that are watching the recording. Again, my name is Jamie Wosny, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you all soon. Bye.